Ordinarily, I do work in accident and emergency, but there's a rather interesting case in this ward that I wanted to follow through. I thought I might be able to explain it rather better than Dr. Waring. Oh, not that Dr. Waring couldn't explain it perfectly, but because I admitted the patient.
Couldn't explain what?
Interesting new case I admitted this morning. I just thought I'd keep my eye on it during the ward round, make sure it's handled properly.
Thank you, Gascoigne. I think I'll be able to handle it properly if you're there to help.
Oh, Sir Geoffrey, of course you. I didn't realize you were taking the ward round. How fortunate for us all.
Come along then, gentlemen. Time waits for no man, not even me.
No, so we're raring to go.
What are you raring, Waring?
No, not particularly, sir. It's just an ordinary ward round, isn't it?
No, sir, it is not. No ward round is ordinary. They're all vital. The patient's health is at stake. They must be cared for with the maximum thoroughness.
Absolutely, sir.
Right, gather round, everyone. This is a rather interesting kidney.
Miss MacArthur, sir.
Yes, the kidney. Anyone know about this case?
I'd like to make a guess, sir.
We are scientists. We don't make guesses.
He's a very good guesser, Professor.
Miss MacArthur is 62 years old. She's unmarried. She had 4 children by the time she was 21, and she drinks far too much. I'm not examining her today, but for those of you who are interested, she's well worth a rummage around.
What a rude man. Fancy revealing a lady's age.
Now, this is a curious calcium woman. There's plenty to talk about in this case. Where are the notes?
Our sister lost them last night, sir.
Lost them?
Yeah, but we hope they'll turn up.
Well, in the meantime, Sir Geoffrey, could you discuss the case from memory?
I could, but I won't. Good morning. Perhaps you'll tell us what is wrong with you.
Tummy trouble, sir.
What's this? I don't recognize this.
Well, nor do I, sir. She's not one of our cases.
Oh, this is the case I admitted, sir. That's why I'm here, sir, to follow the case through, sir, because I'm keen, sir.
What is it?
A slipped disc, sir.
A slip disc? That's an orthopedic job. This patient shouldn't be in a general surgical ward.
But the orthopedic ward was full, and you had an empty bed.
I don't care how many of my beds are empty. I don't want them filled with orthopedic clag.
Clag?
Yes, medical jargon.
I'm sorry, Sir Geoffrey.
All right. All right, as this slip disc is here, we might as well discuss it briefly. Do you recall how this happened?
Oh, yes.
You were picking up a heavy object.
No.
Oh?
I was putting down a heavy object. My husband.
Was he ill?
No, just fat.
Ah. Well, as you know, discs don't actually slip. It's a colloquial phrase to describe the protrusion of the intervertebral disc, often a chronic condition. Have you had it before?
Yes, I've been under the orthopedic specialist.
Mr. Edwards?
Yes, but I'm worse now.
After Mr. Edwards' treatment?
No, since I went to the osteopath.
Osteopath?
Yes, Mr. Krakauer in Bermondsey. Oh, he's awfully nice.
Madam, you have only yourself to blame. I know this pest, Mr. Krakauer, and he's a quack.
And Mr. Quackow.
Get up, Waring. I can have no sympathy for you, madam, if you consult quacks and fakes and fringe practitioners behind Mr. Edwards' back.
Well, what about my back? I was in pain.
Yes, well, you're worse off now. How much did you pay this quack?
£28.
Ooh, £28 worse off.
Onwards.
Oh, rubbish.
Rubbish. Cheers.
You're not playing darts in here, are you?
Why not?
Because it's dangerous.
Oh, gas, because it's dangerous to do anything these days. It's dangerous to cross the road, it's dangerous to go in an aeroplane, it's even dangerous to stand by that door.
Why?
Because I'm just about to throw this dart.
Rubbish. Listen, Dick, hang on. You've got to start with a double, you know.
OK. We'll have a double scotch.
Richard, this is the doctor's office. It's not a bar.
Cheers. Do you, fancy a drink?
No, thanks, no. I'm in the operating theatre this afternoon.
Oh, so am I.
Yeah, well, I can't operate if I've had a drink.
I can't operate if I haven't had a drink.
Must be the only anaesthetist I know that insists on being as anaesthetised as his patients.
It's the elementary rule of leadership, old boy. You can't expect other chaps to go through what you're not prepared to go through yourself. Cheers. Oh, gas.
Richard, I find your juvenile attitude to work quite...
Juvenile?
Toad!
Fancy going out tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you'd be going out with Kate. What do you fancy doing?
I fancy going out with Kate.
Getting very serious with you two, isn't it? When are you going to, name the day?
You never know. She's a bit of a smashing bird.
Hells bells.
No, wedding bells.
Well, you're not going to marry her, are you?
See?
Not Catherine Wright.
Well, why not?
Because she's my boss. You'll be married to my boss. In fact, Duncan, you'll be my boss-in-law.
All right, there's no need to get carried away. Nobody's actually getting married.
Good.
Yet.
Good. Eh?
Well, you know, I mean, the day must come. I'm almost 30. Well, I've had my fling.
But you're going to fling some more, I hope.
You never know, the day may not be far off when I carry some young lady across the threshold.
Rubbish. You couldn't carry a flea across the threshold. Weakling.
What?
Yes.
Hey, stop it! Let's not go. Oh, blimey! Oh, Dick! I did my back.
Oh, my knee!
My back's gone.
Oh. I can't bend my knee. Why did you pick me up?
I couldn't help it. My back went.
Well, answer that.
Ah! Oh! Hello! Oh, no, Sir Geoffrey, I'm sorry. No, I can't at the moment, sir. I'm busy. Yes, I know I work for you, sir. Oh, yes, all right.
What did he want?
He wants me to go over to the boardroom. I can't go over like this.
Well, I can't go over like this. Look at that kneecap. It's loose.
What's wrong with it?
Well, how should I know?
Well, you're a doctor.
Yes, but I'm off duty.
I'm here, sir.
Now, Waring, we've just had a meeting of the hospital board, and there's going to be an important vote at the executive committee's quarterly meeting next month. Now, as you're a member of that committee, I want you to bend over backwards to help me. You see, if only I appreciate respect, Waring, but you don't have to bow all the time I'm talking to you.
It's my back, sir. I can't stand up. It's damaged.
Yes?
I don't know, sir. It's only just happened.
Are you in pain?
Not if I bend over, sir.
Good, then stay bent. Now, at the executive committee meeting, I want to propose a new teaching scheme. I think the students should do a 3-month stint in accident and emergency. They need casualty training.
Good idea, sir.
Well, of course, it's a good idea. It's my idea.
Yes, sir.
But the casualty and orthopedic chaps won't want the burden of the training. So I can only get the scheme accepted if you vote for it on behalf of the junior staff whom you represent.
Well, actually, sir, there is another rather important vote coming up at that meeting. There's been a proposal, sir, to demolish the doctor's bar in order to extend the nurses' hostel.
And you want to keep the bar open?
Well, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
I'd rather you didn't, Waring. And by the look of your back, it needs more than a scratch.
Yes. Well, look, you need a new teaching scheme, sir, and we need the bar to stay open.
Waring, are you trying to bribe me?
Bribe? Sir Geoffrey, good Lord, I wouldn't stoop so low.
Just comes naturally.
Have we got a deal?
Waring, this is not Petticoat Lane. All right, we got a deal.
Thank you, sir.
How did you damage your back?
Well, oh, silly accident, sir.
Carrying something heavy?
Yeah.
What?
Dick Stewart Clark?
We've all been carrying him for years.
What have you lost?
I have not lost anything. I happen to have hurt my back.
Oh, as long as it's not serious. I thought you might have lost some money.
Look, it's very serious. I'm stuck like this.
Oh. My God, it's an epidemic.
I'm in great pain, Andy.
Oh, stop moaning, you big Mary. At
What?
least you can stand up.
Yes, with the aid of a crutch, at least you can walk.
Yeah, with my chin touching my knees.
Well, none of this would have happened if you hadn't picked me up.
Oh. Why did you pick him up?
He was practicing carrying me over the threshold.
Oh, I love a wedding. When's the happy day?
Oh, there you are. You two have given me such a good laugh. I just bumped into Sir Geoffrey, who told me what happened. Carrying him over the threshold, eh? Caleb comes to St. Swithin's.
No, it's not very funny.
Oh, really, Groucho?
Hello, Duncan. Looking for something?
No, I'm not.
No, Duncan injured his back and Richard's knee carrying Richard over the threshold.
Is that right?
Yes.
How are you carrying him over the threshold?
Well, I was just practicing in case I ever got married.
To whom?
To you, for instance.
Why don't you practice on me? I mean, you're not going to practice everything on Dick Stewart Clark.
Look, I don't see why everybody has to make quips at everything I say.
Oh, quips with everything.
Look, it is very serious. What can I do?
Well, why don't you go to physiotherapy and try some deep heat treatment? Or why don't you go to X-ray, see if you've got a slipped disc? Or you could lie on your back for 6 weeks. Why am I telling you all this? You're a doctor.
Well, all I want is a little sympathy.
Oh, of course you do.
Thank you, Kate.
I'll take you to physiotherapy.
Thank you, Kate.
Come along, Quasimodo. Mr. Edward is coming to see you. He's had a look at the X-rays himself.
Hello, Waring. I've had a squint at these snapshots. There's nothing much wrong with you. You may have a small protrusion of an intervertebral disc, but it doesn't show on in the pictures.
But I can't move.
You've probably gone into a muscular spasm. A little soothing massage will put that right.
It's a very good idea, isn't it? might be quite right, actually. You know, kind of half an hour with a pretty masseuse might just do the trick.
Yes, I've arranged it.
Oh, great.
Leslie!
Oh, no, get off! Oh, no, please! No! Get off!
Crossed any interesting thresholds recently?
Get stuffed? Well, on behalf of St. Swithin's Hospital, I'd like to welcome you to St. Swithin's. I hope the trip from High Cross Hospital was pleasant and that the visit here will be informative and constructive. Unfortunately, Sir Geoffrey seems to have been delayed, so why don't I show you a few interesting cases to start with, eh? Over this way. Hello. How's the back?
Rotten.
Ah, well, yes. In fact, this is an orthopedic case that was admitted to this ward by young Dr. Gascoigne here, by mistake. But in fact, there is a lesson to be learned. Mrs. Lewis here worsened her slipped disc by going to an unqualified practitioner whilst she was undergoing treatment here at St. Swithin's.
Well, let's face it, I wasn't getting much help here.
Well, yes. But, I mean, in future, I hope that warns you against lifting heavy objects, like your husband. Right, now we have Miss Cherry.
Actually, ladies and gentlemen, there is a lesson to be learned here, because only yesterday Dr. Waring's own back was locked in a spasm after lifting a heavy object.
Oh, what was you carrying?
He was carrying a fellow doctor over the threshold.
I'll bet she wasn't as heavy as my husband.
Oh, no, it was a man. He was only practicing.
However, I'm now fit and well because I was treated by a qualified practitioner, not by some quack. And now, Miss Cherry, would you mind if these young doctors stood by while I examined you? Oh, no!
Oh, Sir Geoffrey!
I'm sorry, sir. We decided to start without you.
And you seem to be making excellent progress, Dr. Waring.
Oh, look, Mr. Edwards, how long is this traction going to go on?
You must try to be patient.
Well, look, mister, I've been lying here for 4 weeks in this bed. Alone.
Resting sometimes works.
Well, it didn't work.
No, doesn't always. That's why we tried physiotherapy.
Well, that didn't work either.
No, doesn't always. That's why we're trying traction.
Yeah, but traction hasn't worked.
No, it doesn't.
Oh.
You in pain?
Only when you're treating me. What are we going to try next?
A There's nothing left to try.
Oh.
Just be patient. Sorry. Oh, by the way, do you feel like seeing visitors?
No.
Ah.
Shall I go then?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you. Come on in.
How are you feeling, darling?
Yes, how are you feeling, darling?
Yes, darling, how you feeling?
Darling, yes, how are you?
How do you think I'm feeling? Strung up here like some poor man's Pinocchio?
Duncan, you mustn't let yourself get so highly strung.
Did you sleep any better last night?
No, I still kept trying to find a new position.
Sounds as though that's how the accident occurred in the first place. Sorry, Kate.
I have been lying here on my own, as I have been for the last 4 weeks. Oh, God, I'm sick to death of traction. I mean, is there really nothing else we could try?
No, sadly, there's nothing.
What about acupuncture?
I don't know anybody who does it.
I'll try.
Well, you? What do you know? What do you know about acupuncture?
I can learn. I'm good at darts.
No, Duncan, the usual treatment for a disc is 6 weeks flat on your back.
Look, I cannot lie 6 seconds flat on my back. I cannot lie flat, Gaskers. That is my problem. I cannot straighten my back.
Oh, don't moan so much. I'm unluckier than you, but I don't moan about my knee all day.
Yeah, well, you haven't been off work for a month.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm unluckier than you.
I'm going to have an operation, you know, cut the disc out.
No, I'm against that. One should never operate on the spine unless one absolutely has to.
Yeah, but it's the quick answer.
That's typical you surgeons. Open them up and chop it out. It's all you know.
Cures people.
Oh, yes? What will you do for a migraine? Chop the heat off?
Oh, dear.
Well, suggest something else, then.
All right, then, an osteopath.
Oh, God, it's just so dangerous letting some unqualified quack manipulate a damaged spine.
Well, that's what I'd do. Anyway, I must away. I'm worried about one of my patients. He's got atrial fibrillation with superimposed flutter.
That's what's wrong with my record player.
Look, there is one other cure you could try.
Oh, well, anything. I'm desperate.
You could go to a faith healer.
What?
Well, it wouldn't be dangerous. Now, there's this marvellous man called Mr. Marshall on Victoria Street.
Oh, yes, I'll come too. He can have a look at my knee.
No, I don't know. There's a time and a place for everything, but there's no place for faith in medicine.
Oh, shut up, will you?
Are you the faith healer?
He's just coming out. Please, stand aside. He didn't have enough faith.
Well, that is it, Kate. I have to resign myself to the fact that the rest of my life I shall walk around looking like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Well, at least you're not in pain. That's some consolation.
It's no consolation at all. I'm fed up with people's jokes. I'm sick of people saying, "Hi there, Groucho," or "How's things on the planet of the apes?"
Hi there, Groucho!
How are things on the planet of the apes?
You see what I mean?
No, Duncan, in the words of Lena Gilbert Ford, there's a silver lining through the dark clouds shining.
In the words of Duncan Waring, get knotted.
Not as profound as Lena Gilbert Ford.
Stuff, Lena Gilbert Ford. I'm going to turn up at the quarterly meeting of the Medical Executive Committee this afternoon. I can't go in this position.
I don't think you've got any choice. You've been in that position for weeks.
Anyway, you've got to go. It's vital.
Yeah, I know. Loftus will be furious if I'm not there to give him my vote for that new teaching system.
I'm talking about the hospital bar. You've got to save it for us.
What about my back, little Scottish git?
Listen, you little twisted midget. That bar is very dear to this hospital. It's been in existence for many, many years.
Amazing as it may seem, Andrew, idiot child, my back is very dear to me. It has been in existence all my life.
Girls, you stop it. Of course Duncan will go to the meeting. He's our representative.
Here, here.
Shut up.
Hi there, Groucho. How's things on the planet of the apes?
Shut up or I'll kick your crutch.
Sounds very painful.
You can kick anything you like, and so can I. Oh! I can walk!
What?
Yay! I'm cured!
Wonderful. Dame Dick Stewart Clark will dance once more.
You can laugh, but at least I won't be using my crutch again.
Sometimes I get that same feeling.
This is amazing. How has it come about?
Simple. I went to see Mr. Krakow, the osteopath.
Did you indeed?
Yes.
Well, gentlemen, I think we've heard all the arguments for and against Sir Geoffrey's new teaching scheme, and I propose we put it to the vote.
Mr. Chairman, I'm sure you're aware that the junior doctor's representative has not arrived yet, and it would hardly be...
Yes, fully aware. Shall we vote, gentlemen?
Mr. Chairman, gentlemen, sorry I'm late, but just been having some treatment for my slip disc.
You seem much better, Waring.
Oh, I'm feeling much better, thank you, sir.
Good.
Just in time, Waring. I'm counting on your vote.
Right, I'm sorry, sir. I had to go and have treatment for my back.
Always thinking of yourself.
Those for the motion? Against the motion? The motion is carried by one vote. Now, gentlemen, the next item on the agenda is our old friend, Mr. Krakow, the unqualified practitioner. We have been advised that there is nothing we can do to stop this form of fringe medicine. Now, I propose that we continue our campaign against these quacks in the national press, as well as our own medical journals. And I would like, in a moment, Dr. Waring, I still have the floor. As I was saying, I would like to draw your attention to a most illuminating article in this month's Lancet by Sir Geoffrey on the dangers of fringe medicine.
Yeah.
Yes, Dr. Waring.
Good. Mr. Chairman, I thought the committee might be interested to hear about my slip disc.
Fascinated. Well, I told you it would get better if you were patient.
No, we see the point is it was Mr. Krakow that cured it. Well, I thought you'd find that interesting. Well, you know, since we were since we were talking about fringe medicine.
You're an idiot, Dr. Waring.
Well, I'm sorry, I must disagree with you, Sir Geoffrey.
You're an idiot on two counts, Dr. Waring. First, for disagreeing with me, and secondly, from getting treatment for a quack.
Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. I must defend Mr. Krakow. I mean, he cured me when St. Swithin's failed.
How dare you, Dr. Waring?
Well, I'm sorry, it's true. I mean, you couldn't do it, and he cured me. Well, I do really, I think it's unfair to criticize.
Ye gods and little fishes. On to the next item on the agenda. This concerns the proposal to demolish the junior doctor's bar in order to extend the nurses' hostel.
No, Mr. Chairman, this is really my department. Now, I would just like to say a few words.
No, that won't be necessary. All those in favour? Any again? Carried.
Yes, Waring, you may leave the room.
You idiot!
Well, it wasn't my fault.
It wasn't his
They
fault.
voted against me out of spite. They wouldn't even listen to my arguments.
You blame them?
I don't, blabbermouth.
Shut up, Andrew. I think it took great courage for Duncan to stand up to all those senior doctors.
It'll take a lot more courage to stand up to all us junior doctors.
Yes, Duncan, as our representative, you let us down. I can't forgive you.
A sad day for St. Swithin's.
Look, Duncan's your friend. He's out of pain. Aren't you pleased for him?
No.
Well, I am.
Obviously. But you have reasons to want Duncan to be in top physical condition.
Watch it.
The rest of us don't give a monkeys. And talking of monkeys, why don't you go back to the planet of the apes?
Don't you worry, darling. At least you stood up for yourself.
Yeah, at least I stood up. Oh, no, it's gone. That's gone. He was a quack. That bloke that sent me to was a bloody quack.
I know. Don't tell me.
What?
Look at this. And both kneecaps.